It was one of the first jokes of the quarantine. With nothing but time, there'd be a lot more baby making. But now that we're past 40 weeks, how did that all pan out?
I am surprised to see how many of our friends and families are also pregnant too.
Yes.
Meet the future parents of a quarantine.
Hi everyone, I'm Cal Patel.
I'll say I'm Hillary, and you say I'm.
How about this? I'll introduce and then you talk about the pregnancy.
Okay.
All right. Hi, I'm Talpaj Patel, and this is my wife, Hillary Patel.
And we got pregnant this past April.
Full disclosure, I know these two pretty well. And only a month after coronavirus shut down most of our country and cast a cloud of uncertainty over just about every family's future, these two got pregnant.
A pandemic, I mean, you just do it, whatever.
Yeah.
With their friends all stuck inside too, there was no fear of FOMO. So they instead leaned into YOLO, one of the millions of American couples who forged ahead with growing a family amid pandemic.
There was fear pretty much like all the time, and we would think that we had COVID like every other day. We'd be like, my throat hurts, and then it would just be allergies.
The hardest part, not being able to spend time with friends and family during this time. You know, when you're having a baby, you're having a family, you need that support.
I cried several times from that because all I wanted was like my sisters to like see me growing and like see the bump and just experience it all.
It's very challenging for sure.
It feels lonely.
Yeah.
But with their 40-week finish line in sight, they're ready to declare,
you know, we were part of the quarantine baby boom.
Except that's not a thing.
Well, it's a bad situation. The declines we're seeing now are pretty substantial.
It's a baby bust.
My name is Philip Cohen. I'm a sociologist and a demographer at the University of Maryland. I work on families and inequality.
And he says even if you know a bunch of families having babies right now, the numbers tell a different story.
People make long-term decisions when they have confidence about the future. And if there's anything that undermines confidence about the future, it's this massive pandemic.
Only preliminary data is available right now, but Florida saw an 8% drop in birth rates this December compared to the same period 1 year earlier. Arizona, 5%. Ohio, a 7% drop, all significant numbers. And indications are this could be just the beginning.
One other way to look at it is like Google searches. Searches for pregnancy-related topics have declined quite a bit over the summer and fall. Also sex-related topics.
Turns out stress isn't the best aphrodisiac. And fewer dates, bars, and chance encounters also mean fewer oopsies. Falling birth rates in a recession is normal. But this one is exasperating an already troubling trend in the US, a long-term decline even in good times.
One of the reasons we have falling birth rates is because women are deciding to spend less percentage of their total lives raising children. So they have 1 or 2 children instead of 3 or 4 children, and they do a lot of other things in their lives, which is partly great for reducing gender inequality. It comes with some challenges.
That includes our country's ability to fund Social Security and properly staff America's labor force. But those are long-term issues, and Cohen says they can be addressed by increasing immigration. Bringing back the birth rate, however, likely requires us to address economic instability and inequality.
When you look at childcare, healthcare, housing, education costs, these are things that put a big damper on the number of children that people have. I hope we're learning lessons. There's a lot to learn here, and if we have the capacity to learn from that, we could make some decisions that really make it better and easier and more fulfilling to raise children in the future.
We're really excited for our little bundle of joy. Well, we have a list of some top names, so we're going to name him when we see him.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to wait for the inspiration to come to us.
Yeah.
Just a few days after this interview, their inspiration arrived.
Introducing James Kalpesh Patel.
One of the first of many pandemials.
Gotta open your eyes for the camera. Oh, he's smiling.